And we are live with another podcast, Live with Cause. We are live again and in 4K. This is another podcast, Live with Cause. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, this is another one. We're here in the morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you guys had a way to, had a good rest, has rest your mind, your body, and your soul. You're feeling energetic. You have that energy to go and tackle life and put that pressure, apply that pressure. Exactly. This is another episode of your podcast, Live with Cuz. I am your host, Kazmi, and welcome again. If you are new to the podcast, please love, like, subscribe to the channel, leave a message, leave a comment, anything just to help the channel grow, you know. And this is it. This is the podcast where we talk about elevation. We talk about our daily routine. We talk about our roots, ways to get successful in life. And I'm talking about myself because I want to be successful and I want to figure out why. And I'm on the road every day trying to become the best version of myself, trying to become a successful man and leave a legacy behind. And I know that I'm not alone in this road. Is a bumpy road. It's a road with a lot of ups and downs, with a lot of good and bad things. And I'm here to know to learn in real time and talk to you guys in real time and exchange exchange ideas, exchange experiences, and help one another go to a different level and become the best versions of ourselves. And today, I'm trying to make it quick, but one of the ways of becoming a success has a lot to do with what? Has a lot to do with our social skills, with who we associate with our network, with our social cues, how to recognize social cues, and also has to do a lot how we deal with girls, how we deal with women. And some women, to be honest, is not worth deal with, and not even in an intimacy level, like in a sexual level. And I'm talking about the girls that sleep around, girls that sleep with a lot of dudes, girls that goes around bar hopping or club hopping and just having fun in their life and giving it up just like that to everybody. Those girls are not worth being around. Is not worth your time. Is not worth your protection as a husband or a boyfriend. Those girls are not worth being in your life at all. You understand what I'm saying? So you were like, cuz, how do I recognize those girls? How do I know if the girl that I'm dealing with is a promiscuous girl? Yeah, that's a great question. And that's a question that a lot of people have. A lot of people have. And today I'm going to give you guys some cues how to spot a promiscuous girl. A promiscuous girl is a girl that sleep around a lot, a girl that exploit her sexuality, a girl that use her sexuality in life to get ahead, a girl that just like just literally like sleep around a lot with different guys, and basically that's what a promiscuity means. Her body count, a girl that has a high body count. And nowadays, to be honest, guys, most of the girls you're gonna come across gonna have a high body count. Like right now, these girls like uh you know they can do everything they want to, which is okay. But like most of the things that they do is destructive to themselves, to their body, to their mind, and to their soul. And they are not going to realize that until later in life. And reason to be because most of the girls, like right now, most of people in general come from single parent livelihood, which is a very negative effect in the way that a child is raised and in the person that a child will become in the future. So, but that's not an excuse to do bad behavior. That's not an excuse to become a bad person, because everything by the end of the day is about choice. And I'm not saying that a promiscuous girl is a bad person. I'm just saying that, she cannot control her sexual appetite. She cannot, she doesn't hold back on her sexual appetite just for the people that she cares about. She doesn't even need to know you to fuck with you. She doesn't even need to know you like that to get intimate with you. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous, because a lot of things can happen, like this like sexual transmitted disease. Most of these girls now had at least 2 or 3 sexual transmitted disease, which can be curable, and some of them cannot be curable. So you got to be careful with that as well. You don't want that. And also a lot of single motherhood, which means girls that are getting pregnant without a husband or without a marriage, which has been increased a lot due to promiscuity. And promiscuity, it doesn't have an age range. A woman can start being promiscuous at 18. She can start being promiscuous at 90. I mean, at 25, at 30, at 40. It doesn't matter. But sometimes girls always nowadays, most of the girls has what they call the whole face. Some of them are short, some of them are a little bit longer, and some of them last for the lifetime. And if you want to vet a girl to become your partner in life, or to become your wife or girlfriend, or anybody that you want to have, like how can I say, intimate relations with, which sexual relations with, yeah, you shouldn't look for a promiscuous girl, because you just putting yourself in dangerous, unnecessary, and it's not gonna work, man. If a girl is promiscuous, she's used to deal with a lot of guy that each always gonna be there. And today I'm gonna help you identify how to spot a promiscuous girl. I came across this article, right? I'm not gonna share it with you today, because the ads on the article is not YouTube friendly. So what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna go through it and elaborate on it a little bit. The name of the article is this: 21 ways to stop 21 ways to spot if a girl is promiscuous and not worth pursuing. Yes, a promiscuous girl is not worth pursuing, guys. Don't put your heart and your time and your resource in a girl that is promiscuous. All right, and one of the ways that you can find out if a girl is promiscuous, if she's a slut, if she's a ho, right? One of the ways, 20 slut flags. This is basically what the article is saying, and this is not my opinion. This is not my I didn't get this out of nowhere. What I'm saying is things that people that did a social experience went around asking girls, and most of the girls that identify themselves as promiscuous had these traits. Okay, so it's not me. It's like it's been known. And before we dive in, why it's important to know if a girl is promiscuous or not? Because like back in the day, right? A girl, we didn't have no DNA test, no nothing. So it was imperative to a man to know that the kids is his, right? So, a promiscuous girl is not a girl that you can trust, because probably most likely she's going to cheat on you, right? So it was imperative for a man to get with a good girl and not with a promiscuous girl, for the sake of making sure that that the woman is bearing is his, and that is his legacy, so he won't pay or raise other man's child thinking that it's his, right? So it's important. And the way and for girls, it's important that you're not become a promiscuous girl, because you the damage that casual sex does to girls is like unreversible. Talking about physically damage, every time a man comes inside of you, like you retain part of the that DNA of that man inside of you. Like every time a man come inside of you, some of that DNA that comes from that sperm goes inside something in your brain. I forgot how to call it, but I'm gonna put it in the description box when I research it. Yes, goes inside of you and it stays there. So every man that you get in a sexual relationship and ejaculate inside of you, basically, like you get tainted by the DNA of that man. And imagine that times 50. Imagine that times 100. Like how many DNAs you have inside of you, you know? So, and also psychologically, you have like a lot of psychological damage. You got like, you are more susceptible for depression, anxiety. You are more successful to, you are more easier. You get weight. You do destructive behaviors to yourself, because being promiscuous, let's get it, it's a destructive behavior. But oh, men do it too. All right, but men and women are not the same. Our body are not wired the same. Literally, sex for men is like literally, and different. It's like different. Let me put it like this: like a woman is the one that decides who they have sex with. A woman can just go outside if she's decent, clean, and has a good appearance. Go outside literally, and 10 dudes are lining up and saying, "Oh, do you wanna fuck?" And all of those dudes will say, "Yes, I want to." So, if a man do the same thing, 10 women's aligned, and a man goes, "Oh, do you guys wanna have a sex?" None of those girls probably going to say yes. So sex is easy for girl, which is that's why a girl that cannot control her sexual appetite is called a hoe, because it's the easiest thing that a girl can get in life is sex. In opposite way, a man is called you know um, the top guy if he sleeps around with a lot of girls, for the reason that sex for men is difficult. And if you're a guy that's able to get sex with a lot of girls, yeah, of course you should be proud of yourself, because not every man is able to. But nowadays, most of these girls are giving it up easy, so for our happiness, let me put it like that. But you don't want to be dealing with these promiscuous girls. And let's dive into the article and see what they have to tell us. One of the first signs, she's constantly posting pictures of herself on social media. Yes, while social media sites encourage narcissistic behaviors in men and women, those sites attracts sluts like garbage dumps attracts browsers. Sluts are sluts in part because they crave constant validation, and they use social media sites like Instagram and Snapchat to soak up attention and compliments from lovely men they don't even know. When you start dating a girl, be sure to give her social media profile, to get her social media profile, to give, yeah. If they're If they are filled with nothing but selfies and pics of herself in low cut clothing, traveling in exotic locations, or partying in bars or clubs, she's likely a slut. All right. So the social media says everything. All right. Nowadays, if you want to get to know a girl, you gotta go to her social media. The social media is where you will see everything that you need to know. And if she's a girl that posts like selfies, nudes, pictures that pictures that shows her body. If she travels a lot, like girls that travels a lot to exotic place that that a lot of sex happens, like Vegas, like Spain, Italy, Greece, uh, Cancun, those places. If a girl travels by herself, you know what time she is. The second is she has a lots of platonic male friends. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with being friends with someone of the opposite sex. I don't agree with that. You know, sluts collect male friends like a snowball collects dirt while rolling downhill. Because of their need for validations, sluts gather a lots of male friends in order to use them for attention, gulping up their compliments, fishing for sympathy, and dangling the promise of sex in front of their faces to keep them in line. Having lots of male friends also allows her to cushion the blow up of breakup. All right, allowing her to leap into the arms of another man she breaks up with her current beau. In general, it's normal for a person to have a large amount of friends of the opposite sex. If a woman feels the need to surround herself, in general, is not normal. All right, not normal. If a woman feels the need to surround herself with men, it's an indicator that she's addicted to attention and will cheat on you at the drop of a hat. Nets her, nets her, and let her arbiters deal with her. Nets her, let her arbiters deal with the petty parades. Yes, a girl that has a lot of male friends, definitely it's a promiscuous girl. Yeah. And the reason is because when you have a lot of male friends, that means you are addicted to attention, and and to be honest, the only reason that guys are friends with girls is because they want to sleep around with they want to sleep around with you. So, and girls know that. That's why they dangle the promise of sex in the face, so they can keep the guys in line. So you gotta look out for that. If she has a lot of male friends, mm, no bueno, no bueno. She has a poor relationship with her father, and to the lesser extent with her family in general. If a girl doesn't have a father at home, if a girl doesn't have a father at home, or if she didn't grow up with her father, or if she has daddy issues, that she's definitely going to sleep around, because the love of a father, the absence of a love of a father, is something that it's a hole that it's never going to be filled up. So she will try to find that in other men's by looking for validation in other men's. And how does she look for validation in other men's? By sleeping around, and by giving it up. So you gotta look out for that. Always ask a girl, like, do you grow up with your father? Is your father was in a household? Like, how is the relationship with your father? All right. And another one, this is a very important one. Very Most girls that has these things right here, they're probably people that sleep around a lot, or people that have sleep around a lot, or that has the potential to sleep around a lot. She has tattoos, piercing, or other body modification, or dyes her hair an unnatural color such as blue. This is like 99.9% of the girls that has tattoos, that has piercings. I'm not talking about the natural piercings, but the ones that is like a little bit too extra nose rings, bull rings, belly button rings, girls that has like clit rings, those type of girls, that has tattoos like arm sleeves, tattoos in their neck or in their body, like those girls are more likely to sleep around because they do these things for attention, and it means that they don't respect their body as well. Like if you don't respect your body, you're gonna let anybody inside your body. All right, and I'm not saying that every girl that has a tattoo is a slut or every girl that has a piercing is a slut. I'm just saying that it probably that they are, so you gotta be careful with that. Girls that smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, drink alcohol, and or drink a lot. All right, or do illegal drugs as well. A smoker, because girls that smoke trying to cope with something like stress, and like girls that smoke cigarette, trying to be like men, and men naturally like to sleep around. So if a girl trying to be like a man, she's going to sleep around. And if she drinks alcohol, that means she gets drunk. When a girl gets drunk, she's gonna like um she's not gonna be able to think a lot, and she's gonna be easygoing. So when a girl drinks a lot of alcohol and likes to party, that's like a huge red flag. So you got to be careful with those girls. If she smokes cigarettes, sometimes it's true, but most girls that smoke cigarettes is girls that are party girls. There's girls that has some psychological issues, some stress issues, and the way to cope with it is by sleeping around as well, and by releasing the dopamine. Because when a woman has an orgasm, and or a man has an orgasm, a lot of dopamine is released, so it kind of help with the stress as well. Another point is she's 40 or older and unmarried, especially if she's cute. If a girl is cute, I would say over 35, 40, and she's unmarried, and that means something is wrong with her. That means like in her teens year, she spent most of her years having hot girl summer, and she just was just giving it up. She didn't prioritize a relationship, and now that she's older, she's damaged good. Damaged good, and she probably has like a high body count. All right. If a girl suffers from mental illness, if a girl has any type of mental illness, if she's not treating it, stay away from her. Like literally, those type of girls tend to sleep around a lot to cope with their depression or their anxiety or anything like that. So those type of girls, you gotta stay away from them. Stay away from them as much as you can, because it can really be dangerous. If she is overweight, study like this is like a socially scientific proof that girls that are overweight tend to have more sex than girls that are actually in good shape. Just because a girl is overweight doesn't mean that she's not having any sex, because those are the girls that guys see and say, oh, she's overweight, that she's easy, like instead of a hot girl that has a lot of options, it's going to be more work. So those overweight girls, they have more guys coming to them because they're easygoing and they don't get a lot of attention. So any little bit of attention they get, they're going to capitalize on that, if you know what I mean. And she's a womanist. Let me say a womanist. A girl that thinks that she can do whatever and be whatever, and there is no consequences. Right? She's a girl power girl, and her body, her choice. So what you think she's gonna do? She's gonna go to the church and read Bibles? I don't think so. If she's a bisexual or into alternative lifestyle, any girl that is a bi that I know, any girl that is a bi or a lesbian, they tend to be like let me see, sluts in the beginning, or they still sluts. You feel me? They like to party. They like to experiment with new things. They like to use illegal drugs. Most of them are like that. So where it has party, alcohol, and a girl that likes to experiment things, definitely gonna be very open about their sexuality, and they're gonna be giving it up around as well. All right, and like the celebrities. If a girl listen to celebrities that promotes promiscuity, like musicians like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, like all of those empowerment females, she's definitely a slut. I don't have to elaborate on that. If a girl if a girl is an athlete, I'm not saying that all of them are, but a lot of athletes, they have like a high testosterone level, which make their sex drive go a little bit up, which makes them giving it up faster. If she sleeps with you on the first day, that means she's been. If you're not the first one, if you go, we sleep with a girl on the first day, and she says, "Oh, this is my first time." No, 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 no. It's your first time with me, right? But she does that every time. She likes to sleep around, and she knows it. If a girl ever come to you and tells you, "Oh, this is my first time doing it. I don't even know how it happens," that's not true. That's not true. But like in all of these example, I need you guys to take in consideration that every rule has exceptions. All right, not every girl that has these traits, if she has like more than two or three, more likely. But if she has only one, yeah, that's like you can give her benefit of the doubt. A woman love to travel. All right, if a woman love to travel, especially by herself, to destinations, we talked about a little bit. Destinations, um, like Greece, France, Italy, the Caribbean. If a girl likes to do that, mm, by herself, especially, yeah, she's getting her back blown up by those guys over there. If she's like, if she likes to be involved in art, girls that likes painting, musicians, girls that like to do nude stuff. Those girls usually like sleep around a lot. And I am in the music industry, so I can tell you about that a lot. All right. If a girl comes to you and hasn't protected sex in the first date, like she doesn't even care to ask you for a condom, she doesn't respect her body. So, and she doesn't respect like anything, because she could get a disease, or a pregnancy. So she doesn't really care about anything. So she probably sleeps around a lot, and she doesn't care. And you should not sleep with a girl on the first date without a condom. If a girl has a lot of gay friends, like usually, nothing against gays, everybody's free to do whatever they want to, but usually gay guys are usually are very promiscuous. And if a girl is friend with a gay guy, gay guys with gay guys, they tend to imitate those behavior. Like you associate with the people that you relate the most, and you guys have more in common. So if she's friends with gay guys that are promiscuous, definitely. If a girl has friends that are promiscuous, if she has 9 friends that are promiscuous, with her it's 10 promiscuous women. Keep that in mind. So girls that smoke, girls that use alcohol, gets drunk, girls that travels a lot by themselves, or like is always traveling for work, girls that are artists like musicians, painting artists, girls that do nudes, girls that has tattoos, girls that has piercings, on their body. Girls that are athletes that likes to have a sport life, they have a lot of testosterone, so they want to have some release. It's a lot of, if you think about it, a lot of professions like have so many tendency to become like promiscuous girl. So I just wanted to come here and enlighten you guys a little bit in this topic, how to spot a promiscuous girl, because it's very important to know who you're dealing with. And I'm telling you, 99% of the girls nowadays, especially in the Western society, are promiscuous, have been promiscuous, or will be promiscuous at some point in their life. And when you know that, it's up to you to decide if you want to stay with them or not. The thing is, you can be promiscuous as much as you want, but you gotta be honest about it. Like, for example, if a guy asks you, "Yo, so how many guys have you slept with?" Which is a normal question. And if you are proud of what you did, why do you lie about it? Why do you say it's 10 or it's 3 or it's 15 when you know it's 50 or 60 or it's 100 or 200? All right. So you gotta be whatever you can be, whatever you wanna be. If you wanna be a promiscuous girl, oh, power to you, girl. Give it up. More pussy in the market. You feel me? But it's okay. But don't lie about it. Be honest about it. All right. And definitely, guys, if you wanna, just a dumping pump, that's cool with a promiscuous girl. Just use your protection. You feel me? Use your protection. But if you want something serious, like a relationship, a boyfriend or a girl or something long term, yeah, don't do it with these girls, man. They're gonna mess you up and they're gonna put you in health dangerous, psychological dangerous, and spiritual dangerous. All right. So this is the message I wanted to give you guys, and hopefully you understand the meaning behind it. And this is your boy Kaz. Another episode with Live in Kaz. You already know. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's grow up together. All right. Hasta mañanas.